where since the book of Exodus started, Sefer Shmot, since it started until the end of the Torah, till the end of the 5 books of Moses, Moses is mentioned in every single parasha. Why Moses? Because Moses obviously gave his entire life for Israel. He was the only one that spoke to God face to face. He went to Mount Sinai, he got the Torah, he got the 10 Commandments. I mean, he was the king of Israel. He gave his entire life up for Israel. This is the only parasha that he's not mentioned. So, people sometimes don't notice this because they're used to seeing him every week. But in this week, they're only mentioning Aaron. They're mentioning Aaron's sons, but they're not mentioning Moses. Even though some of the things that are here are actually relevant to him, but they're not mentioning him by name. So there's a couple of reasons for this. First reason we learn is from next week's parasha. Next week's parasha is a very, very important one. It's Parshat Kitisa. Kitisa is the sin, as after we got the first set of 10 commandments, Israel sinned by building the golden calf and worshipping the golden calf. So in that parasha, obviously Hashem wanted to destroy all of Israel. And Moses went back up to, after breaking the first set of 10 commandments, he went back up to the mountains and asked God for forgiveness. Initially, God did not want to forgive. And what he said to Moses is that, I will build a nation from you. You're a tzaddik. You're righteous. You didn't sin. You're my chosen one. Let me kill them, and I'll start a whole new nation from you. Any normal person would say, sure, even better. You're just starting a nation for me, then it's not going to be any problems because they know that for sure I'm the leader. Here you have some people questioning it. We'll learn in a few parashot, in a few weeks, we'll learn a Parshat Koach, where there's another person, a big chacham, wasn't a fool, it was a big sage, that was also very, very wealthy, ended up becoming an enemy of Moshe and Hashem. So, because he wanted to be the leader. So not everybody's necessarily, even though Moses took everyone out of Egypt through Hashem's help, obviously, and he was the leader, not everybody necessarily is listening to him. So when Hashem tells him, listen, I'm going to kill everybody, and I'll start something with you, you would think, sure, why not? Okay, fine. I'll have less problems. But instead, Moses did something that's not natural. He did something that makes him who he is, makes him the most significant human being that ever existed in history. And he said that if you don't forgive them, if you don't want to forgive them, and you're going to kill them, make sure that you erase me from your book myself. I don't want my name to appear in your book. I don't want anyone to ever be reminded that I even existed. And be reminded that I was a leader that failed the nation. So that's one reason why his name is not mentioned in this parasha. Now, why this parasha specifically and not any one of the other ones is because this parasha always happens to fall under this week, Zayin Be'adar. And Zayin Be'adar is Yatzait, his Askara. That's the day that he died.
Born and died.
Right. So this parasha always happens to fall under his Askara, his memorial. The second reason is even more unique. So you would think, okay, you know what? If Moses said, take my name off, obviously Hashem said, okay, you know what? I don't want to take your name out, and I'm going to forgive them, and I'm going to give them back the Torah and the 10 Commandments, and everything is brand new again. But still, Moses said something that's very strong to Hashem. Obviously, you can't just talk to Hashem like he's your buddy. So there was a minimal punishment there where his name had to be removed from one of the parashot. So why choose this one? Why not any other one? Why the memorial of his birthday and his death day is because Moses was trying to teach all of us something very, very critical to our life, which is humility.